One of my favorite ways to craft stories is to ask some friends who don't work with you, what are some interesting things I've told you about work? That way you know it's really memorable. So you can ask some friends, some family members, anyone you tell about work, see what they remember. And then this way you know it's a really memorable story and say, what have I told you that's really interesting? And you might be surprised what stories they are. This is important though, because you want that interviewer who's then interviewed 5 people, had 40 meetings, and then is making that hiring decision. You want to know that they're going to remember your story. So this is a fun way to be like, okay, what are some great stories? And then what I would do is I would get a post-it and write down those stories very briefly. Okay, that story of when we had that new software implemented, that story of that difficult client that came in crying, whatever the stories are. And then when you're asked interview questions, it's almost like multiple choice. You just go through and say, which of my 5 stories is closest?